Welcome, everyone, to the Advancement Center, to the world of magic and miracles, to a new world yet again. So, the words I used in the invitation for today's broadcast were something those of you watching our Barbara's broadcast and David's broadcast will be familiar with. But in case you didn't watch them, they were an extraordinary message for us, especially right now, to keep your eye on the ball as you stay looking into the future, into your future, into our future. And I just gave you in the invitation the beginning and the end. And it just is having that in having those words, having that transmission in one's awareness is extraordinarily powerful, especially right now. It just lets you see what is real. It lets you fly above everything. And it can be very easy to be distracted and to be caught up in the game. But when you have a way, a tool of keeping yourself above everything that's here in the physical, that's being presented here, and you stay in the true being that you are, it is magnificent what happens. And the effect that you have on everything is massive. And I actually had a vision, I don't know what else to call it, of our family here at the Advancement Center. It was interesting. It was a geometric shape, in a sense. It was all of us. Our beings were so large. In my vision, we were each represented by a star in a massive circle out in the universe. And there were lines going from each one of us in this massive circle, lines of connection, lines of, it could be much more than I can put into words right now. That we're going to a point which was Robert's being. And something extraordinary happened as I saw this, because the power of all of us completely together and in our magnificent beings, and seeing each one of us bringing our own vision of the future and beyond, of how we know this human experience is to be enjoyed, is to be free. It was massive. It changed everything. We changed everything. And I also saw the importance for each and every one of us to stay focused on the ball, so to speak. It's especially helpful at this time. It's really an incredible event that's happening. And it does feel a bit out of reach for the mind, for the human mind. But that's why when we stay more and more connected to the magic of the unknown, it's extraordinarily important at this time. It will be, how can I say, the distractions that can interfere, can provide interference, are going to be less and less noticeable as we do this. Because soon we will be living in this extraordinary place. Wow. It's interesting trying to let the words come out. Because there's such a large, expanded thing happening at the moment. So bear with me as the words come, if they can be a little off at times. So I see the kindness of humanity. I see everyone looking out for each other. I see a world so different than what I've lived in my lifetime. It's almost indescribable. It's so beautiful. And I'm beautiful in external sense, but beautiful in the sense of how everyone, all beings, interact with each other. There's a very, very big shift that's happening. It's a coming to simplicity, a simplicity in life, a simplicity in everything. I got really excited this morning when I was seeing what I believe to be avocado orchards, if that's what they're called, or perhaps fruit trees. And I just saw worldwide, wherever there's beautiful trees growing fruit or anything that's growing out of the ground that nurtures and sustains us. I just saw everyone, it's all open. There's no, this is mine. There's fences and you can't come here. I saw people, it just is a way of life, not even anything unusual. But you want an apple, you want an orange, you just walk into the orchard. Or whatever it is that's in your part of the world. I just see everything so much simpler and so much gentler than it's ever been. And I've always known, since I was very young, what I was doing here Although I couldn't have explained it to you back then. I can see it now, but interaction with other beings is what my life is about. And I've seen moments as I look at this life of being there for someone when they're maybe having a difficult moment. Now, I don't see so many difficult moments. I see more, the most might be a moment of doubt for someone, or a moment of something from the old that will soon disappear, but how it's reaching out your hand to someone. Here, take my hand, so you can step lightly, so you can step with assurance that you're okay. It is just beautiful. And even the music I feel and hear, more feel at this moment, has that same feeling to it as someone reaching out their hand to you to help you climb over a pile of rocks, or it's the same feeling. It makes me so happy to know that it's finally here. Even if it doesn't seem to be visible at the moment, it's really here. It's sometimes a thing needs to get shaken up for it to change direction. There's a big shakeup happening right now, which is an incredible opportunity of a change in direction of everything that has been built, all the structures that have been built, including the structures that are part of humanity. So it's not actually what was designed to be with humanity. It was something that's been imposed on humanity for millennia. It's all breaking, shattering, so that what's real in humanity is standing there as everything shatters and the shells break. And everyone is looking around at each other. For those that this is new, for those who are remembering now, or as it happens, there will be moments of looking around, like almost like no one recognizes each other. Not if it's your family who you've been with, like our family here at the Advancement Center. I don't think that will be our experience. But I'm seeing all of those beings that are that have a little catching up to do. And it's going to be quite a time. And I don't even know how much of it will be conscious or in the thought process, because that is part of what is melting away. It's the being, it's the heart feeling. These are the best words I can find right now. That is us. And I found myself so excited for the trees today as I as we drove in to Santa Barbara for this broadcast today, because we've had so much rain, and I'm looking at all the trees and they're just shimmering and sparkling. They're clean. All the dirt and dust has been washed away, which they breathe through their leaves, so it's important. And I just saw that as I was speaking earlier, that's what's happening for us. It's like this big rain, this big storm has come, but it's washing all the dirt, all the dust away. And everyone will be shimmering and glistening and sparkling. And it will be that much easier for those magic sparkles that are a part of our being, that are a part of our who we are, to fly free again, because they've all been covered over, almost like a hard crust that for some the sparkles can't get out. But everything is shattering or melting. And the essence of the beauty of the beings here on planet Earth is free to shine forth in every way, in every way, in every way. I feel like there's so many ways I can't even name them. So I hope, no, I don't hope, I know that each and every one of you with us today, each and every one of you that may watch this broadcast tomorrow or the next day or next year, by next year it will probably be old news. But I know every one of you is feeling your freedom, the freedom of your essence to be in total safety, in total harmony with everything, with no effort, no more having to prove anything, no more having to please anyone. For the purpose of your being okay. When you please, no, not even that word. When you are yourself, when you are your true essence, and there is nothing else, because you are in such ease and comfort with your very being, it's effortless. There's nothing to do. The interactions are so sweet, so gentle. There's so much mischief. I see so much laughter. And that smile, like every once in a while, you might notice someone who just has that little smile on their face. They're not even with anyone. They're just walking down the street. They're shopping at the store. And there's this just subtle smile on their face of contentment, of joy. And there's no words, there's no interaction that's visible taking place. But I see more and more of that. Relaxed, happy beings. who are free at last. So I see this world, and my intention is to keep my eye on the ball as I continue to see the beauty, the brilliance, the fun of our future. So have a most glorious, glorious rest of your day, rest of your evening, week, until we see you again on Friday for David's broadcast here from the Beacon on the Hill, as he is named the Advancement Center home. So with great love, I want to wish you all a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic, magic future. Thank you.